Hey ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1970. This is my review for a day, and today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, this is the most important moment that everybody has been waiting for. And since I haven't done a top 10 list for a while, but this is the true moment that everybody has been waiting for. And I hope everybody's so darn hyped up for this. So, for the very first time in my life, ladies and dudes, for the very first time, I'm gonna do my top 10 best Taken moments of all time that came from all three of the Taken films. Taken 1, Taken 2, and Taken 3. And telling you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I'm just picking all these wonderful moments that I can find from all of these three good films. You know, all three of them are very near masterpiece films, but no matter what, my most favorite Taken movie of all time, it will always be Taken 2, is because my very own reasons. One, it focused on the family story, because I really want Brian Mills to focus on, spending time with both his beloved woman Lenny and his daughter Kim. And also, there's no sign of Stuart anywhere in this movie. I was so happy that Stuart is not in this movie all the way through from start to finish. I will say, hooray! But sadly, for Taken 1 and 3, thanks to that stupid Stuart, he ruined the movie for me just a little bit. Just a little bit. And anyway, ladies and dudes, I don't have much to say. Here are my top 10 most favorite Taken moments of all time, and I will let you know as I decided to delete my top 6 best Taken moments because I explained to you about there was only 6 good moments I did enjoy in the movie. But anyway, I decided to add 4 more good moments in the movie, and one of them is going to be a tie. So anyway, let's get on with the list. And I got it on my notebook. Coming at number 10, that's coming from Taken 3, and it's around close to the end of the film, but this is one of the most darkest, brutal fight scenes I have ever seen in my life. And I'll never forget when Brian Mills is going to get beat up by a very powerful and deadly Russian dude named Melenkov. So coming at number 10 goes to Brian Mills versus Melenkov in Taken 3. To tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, this is one of the most brutal fight scenes I have ever seen in my life. And it all took place at some type of big room that's kind of fancy, kind of rich-like place. And there was some type of statue with a crocodile that's carrying a cigar? Weird, huh? But yeah, this is one of the most darkest, brutal fight scenes I have ever seen in my life. Brian Mills had took a risk of fighting this Russian dude. And this Russian dude is so darn powerful. And he did beat up Brian Mills like he's a punching bag or something. But the reason why this moment's pretty darn low in my list is because it was pretty dark and brutal. And this is one of the only Taken movies where Brian Mills did get a big giant beat down. And there was a part in that movie is, I think Brian Mills has a broken rib somewhere. It's somewhere around, I think in the right part of his body, I think. Yeah, I think Brian Mills did feel a little bit of a pain after he did finish with Melenkov. So yeah, ladies and dudes, Brian Mills versus Melenkov deserves to be at number 10. Coming at number 9 goes to one of the best Taken moments that has no dialogue at all. The only thing you could see in the scene is listening to a very beautiful score that is so darn heartwarming, so darn beautiful, and it will bring you to a tear to your eye. So for my number 9 most favorite moment from one of the Taken films is definitely the hotel scene back at Taken 1. I fell in love with that scene. This is one of the most heartwarming, but one of the most saddest scenes in the whole entire movie. I fell in love with this scene to death, but the reason why I fell in love with that scene is the score. The score is absolutely beautiful. It was so light, so bright. It has a good rhythm to it, but it's really darn sad and it'll bring you to a tear to your eye. This scene was all about when Brian Mills is trying to help out that poor girl who got drugged thanks to those evil Propoya dudes for sexually harass her and all that stuff, and Brian Mills is going to work really hard to nurse that poor girl back into health, because this girl is the only hope that Brian Mills has, so he could find a way to find Kim before 96 hours will be up. But I think it's 24 hours had passed, I think, in Brian Mills' time, or maybe somewhere around 30 or something like that. Yeah, Brian got tired, he got really exhausted, and he needs to rest, and he is thinking about his little girl, Kim. I have nothing else to say about this scene, so the hotel scene deserves to be at number 9. Coming at number 8 is definitely one of my most favorite surprising movie moments that I will never forget in movie history, and it came from Taken 2. And I was so darn surprised when I first saw this very important scene that's coming in the theaters. For the very first time, I did see Taken 2. So for the number 8 spot goes to Brian and Letty's first kiss that came from Taken 2. I was so darn blown away that I finally see a kissing scene between Brian Mills and his woman, Lenny Mills. No, ladies and dudes, don't call her Lenore St. John. She is no more. Her name is Letty Mills, for goodness sake, so you better remember that from now on. Her name is Letty Mills, not Lenore St. John. You got that? Okay, back to the scene I was talking about. I fell in love with this scene. This is one of my favorite parts of the movie, where Brian and Lenny were all alone in the back of the car while this driver is driving his car, and they're just talking about things here and there, that their lives is about to change, and maybe there is some hope for them that they can finally be back together. While Brian and Lenny are having that heart-to-heart moment, Brian discovers that these evil Propoya dudes are going after him and seeking out revenge for what had happened to their loved ones back at Taken 1. And Brian needs to warn Lenny at once that she needs to go back to the hotel at once, warn Kim, and just hide in some hotel room for some unknown reason, while he'll find a way to get back to the hotel in one piece, if you know what I mean. But before Lenny can, go out there, try to save herself, while Brian Mills has to take care of this job that's like a big giant emergency or something, I will never forget where Lenny decided to give Brian Mills their very first kiss on the lips. This is one of my favorite surprising movie moments of all time. I am so darn happy that Lenny did that she finally gave Brian Mills a really good kiss on the lips. And I'm pretty disappointed for all of you people out there who did a movie review of Taken 2 is nobody had never talked about Brian and Lenny's relationship. How dare you? You guys need to be ashamed of yourselves for not thinking about Brian and Lenny's relationship. And I think Brian and Lenny's relationship is pretty darn good. if Luke Prasad and Mark Robert guys try to find a way to fix that relationship in Taken 3. But anyway, the kissing scene, one of my favorite parts of Taken 2, it deserves to be at number 8. Coming at number 7 goes to a very sweet revenge for what Brian Mills did to Stuart. And it came from Taken 3. And I'm so darn happy that Brian Mills finally gave Stuart a very perfect medicine. So anyway, for number 7 goes to the torturing scene from Taken 3. I love when Brian Mills finally give that stupid, arrogant, no good rich man Stuart a big giant torture that he'll never forget. At the time you truth is, ladies and dudes, I rather prefer that torturing scene much better than the one that came from Taken 1. You know, where Brian Mills has to torture that dude named Marco from Papoya, you know, to do the little electric thingy or whatever. But the one in Taken 3, I like that scene way, way better. And that torturing scene is so darn awesome. I will never forget when Brian Mills had tied Stuart up in a chair and he took him down with a chair and started to drown him with a little bucket of water. Or is it a jug of water? I forgot what it was. But that torturing scene is so darn awesome! I love that torturing scene. It was the most epic part I ever seen in Taken 3. Yes! Oh, heck yeah! I'm glad that Brian Mills gives Stuart a taste of his medicine. For real, if you know what I mean. But not until later on at the near end of Taken 3. That will come later on in part 2. So yeah, Brian Mills torturing Stuart deserves to be at number 7. Okay, for number 6 is the only good ending I could find from one of the Taken films. The first Taken ending was pretty good, but I wish Stuart should never been a part of it. Taken 3 is pretty good too, but it's way too bittersweet without poor Lenny in it. But Taken 2 is the only good ending I can find. So anyway, for number 6 goes to the happy ending from Taken 2. I am so darn happy. This is the most important ending I've been waiting for, is when Brian Mills is finally going to spend time with his family. And the only way that he can spend time with his family is he wants to celebrate Kim's victory for passing her driving test. And Brian Mills is so darn proud of his daughter for passing the test at the rightful time. And the only way to celebrate this great victory for Kim is to have a milkshake. And it was really cute to see the Mills family celebrating Kim's victory to have a milkshake. But they're not the only ones who wants to celebrate Kim's victory. Kim decided to bring her boyfriend Jamie along for the party. And I'll never forget that dialogue when Brian Mills says, "Jamie." That was one of the best dialogues I ever heard from Brian Mills. I think he finally got an interest of Kim's boyfriend at long last. And I'm so darn happy for Taken 2 that Taken 2 is the only good movie I can find that had a really good, happy ending. So yeah, the happy ending deserves to be at number 6. And I'm going to come back for a couple of minutes as I tell you about my top 5 most favorite Taken moments of all time. So be prepared for that one to come. And I'll see you in a couple of minutes. I'll be right there.